Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another week of this. Yeah. And today we have another guest with us. It is my brother-in-law, Cayle.
What's going on? I don't know. I'm gonna stare at you, not the camera. That's my favorite.
Most people, well,
Okay.
not many people really look at the cameras that much.
Yeah.
When we first started, we would always talk to them.
Yeah.
But then we realized it's more easier to talk and flow if we pretend like they're not there most of the time and we're just talking to each other.
Yeah.
I like that a lot better.
But
I'm like, unless you're addressing them completely like audience or chat or whatever. Like, tell me what you think.
Yeah. Yeah, like usually for the intro and the outro, we'll be looking directly at the camera, but other than that, I might do like an office turn, like
oh, yeah.
whenever.
I've seen those. Yeah.
But for the most part, yeah, just try to pretend like it doesn't exist.
I like it.
Although it's hard when there's 4 of them. So
Yeah.
they're all around. At that point, they can't miss you. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
At
very
some
hard.
point, you're gonna have to look at a camera because
It's good.
it's there.
Or it'll look like you're looking at a camera if I just kind of like shove my face right next to one.
Yeah.
Then I'm off the shot.
yeah.
We'll be fine.
But today we're gonna be talking about mostly like Dungeons and Dragons.
Game on. I'm
But-
like, not that I'm
can-
the perfect
We can
expert.
veer off into any like geeky, nerdy, any
Or
kind
anything.
of fan base or anything we want to talk about.
Game
honestly.
on. I'm like, I am the king of discussions.
But we're gonna start with our dumb ideas. So Anna,
Okay.
you can
Okay.
go ahead.
So I have one that I'm very upset about, okay? So we're going on vacation in 8 days, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh.
So crazy.
And we're flying, okay?
Yeah, exciting.
And I've known about this for a long time.
Okay.
But you know what I realized 2 days ago is I don't have my real ID, which you need
Oh my goodness, Anna.
legally to fly.
Yeah.
So I was like, I was just talking to my dad. I was like asking if they would let my deodorant on the plane, and then he was like, probably. And then I was just thinking about the process, and I was like, I don't have that, and so I started freaking out.
Yeah.
But I did go to the DMV yesterday to get it.
Yeah. And turned in all the stuff?
Yeah, fingers
Okay.
crossed.
Yep. No,
it
I mean,
gets here in less than 8 days.
Yeah.
Oh man. I mean, you are gonna be to the wire, but I'm like, I don't know. I mean, you thought about it.
Yeah.
I mean, here we go. Never again, Anna. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt so.
You would never fly. Oh, okay. When's the last time you flew, or have you flown?
Before
Okay.
they were
Before they were
needed.
That's
and
a while.
So I remember saying, "Oh, I'm gonna need it for when we go,"
Yeah.
and then it just
I even
kept-
thought about like being like, oh yeah, she needs to get that, and then like, but I didn't want to like
Push
Yeah.
the
bug
issue
you about it.
no, that's totally fine. I mean, it's not anybody's responsibility but my own. But I like to think that it's because it wasn't official until really late.
Yeah.
And then I just had completely forgotten about it at that point. So
Oh.
that's, if it doesn't get here, then that will be like honestly the most annoying thing I've ever done in my life, because I'm so excited for this trip. And if I can't go, whatever. Let's not.
But
We're not gonna think about.
We're not gonna think about that.
We've
We're
already
gonna go to the
looked-
positive. It's gonna be here on time.
Yeah.
Pack everything else. Get everything else
Mhm.
ready.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but
Yep.
we also already looked it up, and there's a possible chance you can still do it.
Yeah.
You just
If
have to
you
go through
bring-
more
Check
screening and
screening. I
stuff.
bet you can. I'm like, and just make sure you have every document that you would need for that, and then, and again, just be prepared for that option too.
Mhm.
And then you're going on that trip. That's a fact. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just how crazy is it gonna be? We'll find out.
Yeah. So that's a
You just
doozy.
might be down $400
Jeez.
plane ticket.
Oh, I forgot I was wearing makeup. I just
Right.
wiped it all off.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. 4-foot rule. You're looking great over here. We're good.
Thanks. Oh,
All
that's
right.
great.
Cayle, what is your
Okay,
my
so my time. So I guess so now hearing kind of how that one plays out, I think my thing kind of plays in that realm. So I was just at a wedding in Pennsylvania like this past weekend or whatever, and then we were getting ready to go. We were all saying bye at the hotel. My aunt, who like had her arm broken for a hot second, is in recovery, and so has a sling on right there, and so it's mainly shoulder related more than arm related, and then and I've been so solid about this the entire time, and generally of like being aware. Okay, she's hurt. I am a naturally like I'm a hugger or something like that. So I'm a touchy person. I'll like when I want to show affection, I'm gonna give you a little pat on the back or something like that. As long as we're not complete strangers, I try to keep that distance there. But so I'm saying bye to my aunt, and I'm just not thinking at this point in time, and I absolutely go full arm around, and I give her a pinch, and then immediately I see her tense up a little bit right there. She's smiling, and I'm just and everyone's looking at me going like that, and I'm going, oh no!
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, and I'm like going, and I'm trying to say like, just hit me back or something like that. I'm like, I didn't mean it. I was. And she's like, it's fine. Don't worry about it. And I'm going, I'm going to die. I'm like, it's like when love is pain, that's the worst thing. I also do that I do that to my siblings whenever they get sunburns or they have some type of like an itch or irritation. I will forget all about it, and I'll go like, I love you, and then they're like, I love you too, but get off me.
Get off me.
I'm like, I mean, that's also people who just don't like to be touched or whatever. It's like, hey, you're great, and they're like, thanks, all right, and you can immediately see that and go, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, I misjudged that situation, or I totally,
Yeah.
no, and then so that's like my moment right there for this week. I was like, going like, dang.
Yeah.
I'm like, and then I got a great solve for everyone's problems when it comes to driving. I got a great idea.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, it's okay. Remove all traffic lights and just let it happen. Okay. No. Hear me out. Okay. In other countries, they don't have traffic lights. They just have not all countries.
Okay.
And they're like it. I think it's mainly in some Asian countries or something like that, where literally there's no lights whatsoever. It's just the flow of traffic is constant. Every intersection somehow has vehicles going through it at all points in time. But the idea being that you're going to shove your way through there at some certain point. And then you just don't have to worry about lights anymore. However, wrecks up the wazoo.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We'll still keep all the cameras. We'll take away the lights, but all the cameras are there, so then you can kind of figure out it.
See a million wrecks.
Yeah. But then you're no longer running a red light. It's like, no. You're good. Just everyone has to be a defensive driver at that point. So that'll be like a big thing in everyone's like driver's ed is like, okay, cars are going to try to hit you. In some way. I'm like, avoid them at all costs. Okay.
I think we saw like a documentary, and that's kind of how it was when cars were first invented.
Yeah,
like
because there was no traffic system.
Yeah, like the traffic lights. Because we were watching a video, and the cars were just going and like stopping in front of each other and be like,
You'd be like, oh.
Yeah.
like that.
Constantly in traffic. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Now we have an
terrifying.
actual flow system. But I'm like going, it's getting so annoying at this point. What if we just eliminated it and just saw what happened right there?
Oh,
I think people would slow down a little bit on those intersections.
True.
Either that or it's just every day. It's like, oh, no, that
I
intersection
think
got another car
because
wreck.
we already have them, it would be even more terrible to take them away now.
100%.
To take them away, because
Then people are already used to that, and so
Yep.
if there
No,
is
immediate
nothing,
wrecks would be
then
an
they'll just
absolute thing. I'm like, people would go, maybe I want to take public transport.
Yeah, it'd be more
the
popular.
roads is scary. A bus is bigger. It'll take the hit. Then you'll have battle buses. So then you'll just armor up all the buses and like, yeah, hit me. Why not? Try to. I can take it. I'm like, this. That's why public transportation will just be big little tanky things they'll literal tanks that you just kind of drive around right there, and everyone else is in these personal like. Have you ever seen a demolition derby? Or have you heard of a demolition derby?
Yeah, heard. I
Heard of
don't
it.
think that
So
I've
it's basically where you
actually
take an
watched.
old junker metal car and then you race it around a thing, but you also try to smash into each other as much as you can. They have roll cages
Yeah.
built around it, so everyone's like in 3-point harnesses, so they're as safe as they can be in a metal death trap, as we like to call them. And then they just run around. They race, but they also try to ram into each other.
Yeah.
They also had it in Cars 3, but if you
Oh.
if you're not an adult child or have children like I do, then you don't think about what that kind of looks like right there.
Yeah.
Interesting. Honestly don't know if I've seen Cars 3. I must have, but I couldn't tell you what the plot is.
Cruz Ramirez. It's lightning getting too old is what it's saying. I'm like you can't be number one forever. I think is definitely one of the messages right there. All right, Aaron, what's your dumb idea this week?
Okay, I thought of one, but it's just like not good at all.
Okay.
But
That's
it's
all right.
fine. Because the only thing I could think of. But so I've been doing like really good, like saving up for the trip we're going on.
Yeah.
And so I've been saving like $100 each paycheck, like every week, because I get paid weekly.
Oh yeah.
And so like no matter what I get paid, I
You
put
put this
$100
amount.
in
Nice.
savings. And this past week,
Okay.
whenever I got my paycheck,
Yeah.
um, no, it wasn't
Okay.
any less.
Okay, good. I'm
but
like going, was it a short week?
I think it was because my mind was like, everything's paid for. I was like, I got paid, and then I didn't put any in savings, and then I was like, I waited a few days for some reason, and then I was like, actually, I'm gonna go shopping too, and then
Mhm.
so basically, I've just been like spending my paycheck instead of saving any of it.
Oh.
I mean, it is your paycheck. I'm like the eventual idea as you get older is that like once you've taken care of your necessities, your bills, your savings, whatever your kind of like immediate needs and or like the monthly things that you got to take care of or the things that you have to do.
Yeah.
It is your money at that point. I'm like
Yeah.
like if you want to spend the rest of it on extra junk food or some fun stuff, by all
Yeah.
means. I'm like it's once you take care of your obligations as it's called or whatever, then at that point it's your money. But
Yeah.
you're so
But-
used to saving.
Mhm.
It's a
Yeah.
good idea.
It is stressful to like have no money and then
Mhm.
be saving so good, and then all of a sudden you get a lot of money, and then you're like, I really want to buy so many things right now.
Yeah.
But
That
like
one-
you know that you really shouldn't.
You gotta
I
let
gave in.
yourself gotta give yourself a little something.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've also been so good, because I used to be like crazy shopper. Like I would be buying stuff like on the daily, basically.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that you guys are restricted from credit cards for a little bit longer. Because I'm like, if you guys had more than just a debit card where I'm like, you have a $10,000 balance, you just gotta pay it off. It's fine. You can spend up to
I-
10 grand a month as long as you pay it off by the end. What's
Would be
you
scared.
can make it happen, right?
But
I would convince myself.
I
oh,
would
you
say-
yeah, no, it's very much a thing.
whenever we did our retro summer, do you remember us
yes,
doing that?
I remember retro summer.
Whenever like we cut off all of our electronics,
Crazy.
because usually I would be shopping on Amazon,
Oh.
and so that cut out Amazon for me.
Okay.
And so ever since then, like I haven't really spent, like I haven't been like shopping as
Yeah.
I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he would use Amazon as a social media
That's
platform.
his.
I
Like
would,
he would
like-
scroll.
You would scroll through Amazon like I would scroll through Facebook to just
Yes.
kind of like,
yeah, I was like a passive scroller on
oh
Amazon.
my goodness, I didn't even think about that being like a social, but it totally is, and
Yeah.
ooh, that can get very expensive very fast. Like it's one thing if you have to commit to going to the store, you're like, oh, I gotta drive, I gotta I gotta get out, and then I'm walking, and my legs get tired. You know what? I want to go home at this point in time.
Yeah.
Like you're limited to what, and then also you're limited to what they have there. If there's
Mhm.
nothing you like there, then you're good.
There's always something on Amazon.
Yeah.
There's always something. It's infinite. It's
Yeah.
literal. Like you will find something you want there. Period.
Yeah, and you'll be like,
but-
"Oh, what's this cool gadget that I didn't know I needed?" And you don't.
And
need it.
Yeah.
the worst thing is when they have a deal on something, but really what they did is they jacked the price up 300%, and they took half of that away, and then you're feeling I'm getting a crazy deal right now,
Yeah.
but in fact you're still paying a little less than maybe what the market price of something is, and you're like, going,
Mm-hmm.
salesman.
Yeah, but that kind of like stopped me from like shopping a lot, so I haven't been doing that at all. But sometimes I still get into that, and then I start shopping, and then
Shopping does feel good.
yeah,
it's
retail therapy is
retail therapy,
real.
Mm-hmm.
retail therapy literally gives you like, it makes you happy, so that's why you go do it. That's why you shop on Amazon. It's like just even shopping feels good.
Yeah.
Like you may not have bought anything, but or you may not get it same day, but the fact that it's in your cart and you know it's coming, you're just like,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then when you get it, you're like, I have a package.
oh,
So
Like-
I have a
fun.
package is such a thing. I think it's because we all grew up with Christmas, and so just
Mhm.
any time when you're like receiving something like that, you're going, oh, what? And it's something you know you want because you ordered it.
Because you got
Yeah.
it.
It's a different thing when you get a mystery package. You're going like, am I gonna
Yeah.
like you or not?
Yeah.
A friend sends you a package, family member.
Yeah, I love presents. It's so fun.
It's a love language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I had so much money, I would be buying so many things for
Oh
so
my
many
gosh.
people, like not just for
Mhm.
myself. I love getting things for people,
hmm
but I don't really have the money for that.
Well,
Yeah.
that's time. I'm like
Uh-huh.
it's time and effort, and then and doing something that they pay you for or whatever. Like, because I could put a lot of time and effort into sandcastles, but if I can't find someone to pay me for it, then I'm.
That's true.
I'm like, I love sandcastles, but by golly, no one's gonna pay me for my sandcastles. That's a starving art.
Yeah, I guess you could sell them to like a art museum or something.
Gonna try. You have to spray them with like super glue or whatever the stuff is.
Yeah.
Make it out of the fun sand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because how would you preserve a sandcastle?
That's kind of the idea. I'm like, it's like an ice sculpture. Ice sculpture, you could at least put it in like a freezer and it'd last longer. But like sandcastles, like,
Mm-hmm.
Because then, even if you manage to like put it in a box where it's not going to be
Mhm.
touched,
Mhm.
it'll still dry out,
that's exactly it.
and
I'm
then
like,
the sand will fall.
maybe if you put it in one of those like humid, misty areas or whatever, where it's constantly getting like a dousing of water on it. I've never tried that. I'm like, but I feel like
I don't
that's
know
the
if anyone
closest.
has.
I know, right? It's a new way to preserve sandcastles. I'm like, go to a weird art gallery where it's just constantly misters are running around you. They give you like a jacket to wear while you're in there.
Mhm.
It's just like,
Oh, that would be interesting.
Look at
Like
it.
a water, like ocean themed
mm-hmm.
museum, and it's all just like sand sculptures.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Or like also like shell sculptures and like
yeah.
coral.
Water
Alright.
art.
Yeah.
All right,
That
it's
would
gonna
be
be
cool.
expensive, but by golly, I'm like, let's make it happen.
Let's
right
do
now.
it.
Got a next business idea right here. Who's
Yeah.
gonna-
The most magical thing to me is water.
Mm,
Oh yeah.
It's so beautiful.
It's really cool.
it's powerful.
Yeah.
I wish I was a water bender.
Aaron, you should be a waterbender. Technically, you're a waterbender anytime you turn on that faucet, okay? Water flow.
True.
Yeah. I'm like, or when you're in a pool and have you ever done like where you like try to like
Oh.
put your hand through the
All
water
the
and you're
time.
yeah, every time. I'm like that makes me feel like, oh, I'm pushing the water back.
I'm one with the water.
Mm-hmm,
All I want in life is to be a superhero and have superpowers.
Okay, do not go into vats of like radiation toxic ooze or whatever the case
He
is. It's not
literally
real.
would.
It's not. Don't do it.
No, he literally would. If we took a vacation,
Oh,
or if we happened upon a vat of toxic waste,
I would
he
jump.
would be like, "Should I jump in there? I'm going
I'm
to."
okay.
I'm
And
like
he
there is
literally would.
there is an 80-20 chance, maybe a 90-10, more likely 95-5.
If some scientist came up to me with like a spider and they were like, "This will give you superpowers. If it bites you, I would do it."
Absolutely. I probably
Even if
would
they were
accidentally
probably lying to
smash
me.
it because I'd be like, yes!
Ow!
Oh no! Oh, I killed it.
That
Yeah.
that'd be really sad.
Well, you never know. I mean, you could always go Iron Man style or like or Batman, where
True.
it's like I know
Yeah.
it's not superpowers, but it feels like superpowers
I
at
feel
that
like
point.
Iron Man is as close as you could get, cause
To a superhero.
yeah,
Because he's very like it's hard for him to get hurt because of the suit of armor right there. He can fly.
yeah, he can fly. That's pretty.
He
cool.
can shoot
Yeah.
stuff out of his hands. I'm like he's got a load of gadgets right there.
There's no way there's not some scientific way to have superpowers. There has to be.
Oh,
I mean, you
it's
could do,
in some
like-
deep dark bunker, and it is staying down there for a hot second
Yeah.
until the first like oops happens where someone with powers reveals themselves, and they're going, crap, okay, well, we've had this for years, but now that it's kind of out in the open, we're gonna go ahead and like
Yeah.
embrace it.
Yeah.
I'm like, someone's been prepping for this for a long time right there.
Like all those time traveler pictures that are like proof of time travelers, but it's
Ooh.
like old photos with like people in it that look modern.
That look
Yeah.
like they're out of place or something.
Yeah, which some of them are pretty convincing, but if you watch one video debunking them, you'll be 100% like
You're like, I don't believe any of these now.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's scary. I'm like,
Literally.
well, I mean, the power of some of these like AI generators sometimes can look pretty
Yeah.
crazy. I've seen some of them where they try to make an like a modern old timey photo, and I'm going like, I'm not looking at the fingers too hard or whatever, but like from a distance, all that's like, this looks like it could be like it was real, but I'm like going, it can't be real because that'd be
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, AI is terrifying.
yeah.
It's terrifying.
It's
It's coming.
there's some videos where you're like, it's really hard to tell sometimes, but I mean, there's just like an off feeling about the video, and you're like,
Uh-huh.
this feels like AI, but it
It's
doesn't
like-
look like AI.
Oh my
AI
goodness.
is still in its uncanny valley era.
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
It's like
Hopefully, it kind of stays
It
there.
looks-
So it's still.
So you can
Yeah.
still tell when it's that. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
They've
I don't
gotten
think
some.
It's gonna stay there.
There's been some, like there have been a couple of those where it's like, no, this isn't a real videogramma. It's AI or whatever. Where like on a glimpse, I would go like, oh my goodness, this could look like a news report, and then you're going like, oh buckets.
Yeah.
I'm like, this was. I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm like, yeah, Uncanny Valley for the most part, right there. I'm like, I'm a semi big fan of any of the Bigfoot videos for some darn reason. I just think they're funny. I don't know. I'm like going like, this is ridiculous. I'm like, his face
Yeah.
changes every time, but by God,
Yeah, that's
Quick
the
content.
thing, is it's like people can make some pretty entertaining videos with
Yeah.
AI, but I mean, yeah, like there's this what the heck? There's this account on TikTok
yeah.
that makes like news videos, but they're aliens. So it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
I think they're funny, but I'm not a huge fan of AI videos in general, so I try to move past them, but sometimes they're funny and I want to watch them.
Mhm.
But
yeah, I'm like, it's kind of one of those things like, don't try to don't put everything into a bucket. Just like, okay, like there might be like when you generalize things, that's a no, like generalizations are great when trying to make quick rational things, but then as an overall lifestyle, I think you're starting to, bleh. So I'm like, not all AI videos, like the medium overall. I'm like,
yeah. Which I heard that well, like there was this one video that was talking about how AI is now training itself off of other AI videos because it doesn't really know, and so it's just gonna be like
that's a copy of a
inbred,
copy. That is
Yeah.
that is
So
that
it's
is gonna
just
get
gonna
nasty
get
and weird.
bad for a little bit,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
maybe fix itself. I have literally no idea.
That.
I don't know.
That would be really
It-
interesting.
I mean, time is the ultimate, fixer of all things or whatever the case is. Like, so at a certain point, there will come out a way to get past that, but we're just not there yet. And
Yeah.
and Aaron's going like, not in our lifetime, please. I'm like, and that is fine with me. I'm like, it'll be a powerful tool, but then it also is probably going to cause some like bump and rub or whatever is. I'm like, gonna get against.
Maybe AI will be the apocalypse I've been waiting for.
I mean,
I think
that's
a
what
lot
the
of people-
Terminator literally is.
yeah. A lot of people think that
And-
that will be the apocalypse.
Ultron.
Ultron,
he an
yes,
AI?
Ultron is also AI. No, absolutely. That's the modern version of that. Like Terminator's like the 80s. And this, yeah, that is the modern bit right there. It's just when computers get so intelligent that they go, what? I'm like, dude, what's humanity but chaos or something like that. I'm gonna create some order, where these guys who are killing each other all the time are going right there, and then that's where they just kind of go, all right, I'm gonna take control of all the toasters and I'm gonna fry everyone or something like that.
Yeah. That's another movie that I really like. It's animated and it's called The Mitchells versus the Machines. I don't know if you've seen it.
I have seen it.
Yeah,
I love that one.
I like that movie, and it's also that.
It's a cell phone AI.
Yeah.
That the owner,
See,
like when he creates
Siri takes over the world pretty much.
Siri takes over the world because the owner made the Boston Dynamics. No. I think Honda has created some it's basically robot helpers with screens for faces or whatever. And then he's like going, right, you don't need this cell phone anymore. You got this dude. And then the cell phone goes, you're mean. I'm gonna send everyone into space now.
Yeah, and then
Well,
she
that's
takes
also
over
like the 100,
robots.
basically, kind of.
What? The TV show?
Yeah, because Allie is an AI.
Yes,
Okay, I've never seen
That's
that one.
true.
So, okay.
Allie. Yeah.
And she ended the world by nuking everything.
She was an AI that thought that she
Spoilers.
wasn't. Yeah, I guess. Well, it's not really a spoiler because it happens like in season 3.
We don't
and
know.
there's,
Yeah, but
like,
if you haven't
7
seen
of
the
them.
100.
We know how the world ended because that's how it starts.
Yeah, that's
the
like-
world's
the
over.
world-
Yeah, that's like
the
part
world's
of,
over, but we don't know how it.
How it
got
and so it's the mystery.
nuked.
So that's kind of the big thing of the show is how did the world blow itself up or whatever.
Kinda, yeah.
A little bit, but then
There's
I
a
would say
lot
that I would say
but
that's
also
more of a
survival.
side
Many
plot.
things.
as a side plot.
The
Okay.
side
Yeah.
plot is how did that happen. The main plot is just live.
Yeah,
Live and thrive. Can we thrive now? Can we not?
Yeah.
Right?
like
They're
war
constantly
and
just
stuff.
trying to live.
Yeah,
I
I
think that's
wanna
how we
get back
live
into
right
that.
now. It's like,
True.
I don't know. I'm trying to live.
yeah, that's.
Yeah,
I like that show. It's
I
not the
know
best
you do.
show, but I like it.
it's a crazy show.
I'm gonna have to. I don't know. You're gonna have to give me the cliff notes. I don't think. How many seasons is it? How many
It's
seasons?
like 7.
Yeah, I think there's 7.
All right.
It's a CW show.
it's a CW. Okay. I'm like,
So,
I
like, you
liked
can
my
imagine.
CW shows.
Yeah.
I'm like, but
So does Anna.
seven seasons though, and I'm guessing like 20 plus episodes per season,
Mm.
and they're about 40 minutes long.
Pretty much.
Yeah, no, I'm like I'm in the middle of trying to watch all of Elementary or whatever, which is like the Sherlock Holmes modern day but in New York situation right there. Very fun. I'm a big mystery guy, like you know,
Yeah.
mystery and crimes, and then Sherlock Holmes is also a fun guy right there because he's just like from little tiny things. It's like that, and then Psych. If you ever okay,
Yeah.
because Psych is basically Sherlock Holmes, but he's funnier.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like instead of John Watson, it's Burton Guster. He's not a doctor. He works at a pharmaceutical company, and every so often he has some fun things to go, and he likes to tap. So that's and versus Sean, who's like whose dad was a really great detective and taught him observational stuff, and then he's trying to fake being a psychic. I'm like,
Yeah.
to
Interesting.
to be a consultant because they wouldn't make him a consultant any other way. I'm like, I'm psychic. I know that certainly. I'm like,
Yeah.
and really, he just has great observational humor or observational skills.
Right.
Gotta love that, and deductive reasoning. Big
Yeah.
deal right there.
Yeah. What is that show on? Not Psych, the other one. you
Oh,
were talking
Elementary.
about.
So
Yeah.
I've been watching it on Amazon or Prime Video. That one's got 7 or 8 seasons right there, and also 20 plus episodes. Other than I think the final season they kind of cut them short. I'm hoping that it ended right. I do not know if anyone has seen that. Do not tell me. I'm gonna naturally get there, and we'll see what happens. But
That
Endings
sounds
are
like
scary.
fun.
Yeah, endings
So.
are scary, you know. But it's I'm like, if you're a big fan of like murder mysteries or just like or crimes or puzzles or something like that, like how could they have done this? This is it's impossible. I'm like, actually, like whatever. That's one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, I should check that out.
Yeah, I'm like, be wary like, when you start a new show, especially when it
Yeah.
has 7 or 8 seasons.
Oh, but those are my favorite.
Yeah, oh my god.
Because then I can get really into it and like it'll last.
Yes,
So.
that's true. Yeah.
And it's not just like 8 episodes and then it's over. Like
Modern series is where they added an extra
love
20
those.
minutes. I know, but that one you can consume in one day, and then you're like going,
Yeah.
oh my goodness, it's just like a really, really long movie.
yeah,
with
like if you
pauses.
view it as a long movie, then it's fine. But if I'm viewing it as a TV show, I
Ugh.
want it to last more than a day.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going like, where's my more content? No,
Yeah.
it's basically like those modern 8 episode ones. I mean, they can be episodic or whatever, but they are very much telling a grand story,
Mm-hmm.
throughout the entire thing with maybe like little side plots, and that's if you just got to view it as it's a movie with little side quests in there or something like that. I mean, it's literally those 8 episode ones are kind of leaning back to the idea of the episode is like a role playing game or whatever, where you kind of like have the overall mission, and then you have the little things that keep bugging you along the way to where to where you're trying to get to your ultimate goal, which you may not know what it is yet, but
Yeah.
you're getting there, and you're just doing little things along the way and make you stronger, better, smarter, or things that'll help you kind of realize, oh, this is what needs to happen.
I love that.
I love when it culminates like that.
Yeah.
In a 40 episode thing, you're gonna have so much content that is like a long running campaign or whatever, and you just basically have so much content that you like you can pick out an episode from 2 seasons ago, and then they bring it back or something like that, and they'll bring it back for like a 5 episode arc or something like that, or a 2 episode arc,
Yeah.
and then kind of do that, and they'll bring back characters and they'll kill some off, and then and side characters that you like on a 40 episode one. On an 8 episode one, no, you have your main guys and that's it. You're not gonna have too many side characters. On the 8 season, like 20 episode 40-minute long thing, you're gonna have every episode has some other little side character that you met sometime, and some people love them, some people hate them, and then they might bring them back for the next episode or something.
Yeah.
Like that, like stuff like that. Versus you're gonna have like Stranger Things season 2, where you got I blank on his actual name, Samwise Gamgee or whatever. Bob. Yeah, Bob. Bob. I'm like going, he's brought in, he's new, you love him, you hate him, and then by the end you're like going like, nah, because he's a side character. He's not a part of the main plot. He's just kind of like one of the helpful dudes, but he's a helpful dude that dies. And then in like season 3, there's Yuri or something like that. What's the scientist dude who like loves America? What? Alexi with the glasses and just kind of like, oh, he's a little helpful dude. Gone. I'm like, he's that little side character that's like, no.
Yeah.
Versus like, again, we'll bring someone that was in an episode like 100 episodes back, bring him in for this episode and kill him off or whatever. I'm like, why?
I suppose it is better than killing off a main character that you really like,
but that happens. And especially in the long form. Short form, like with 8 episodes, you're generally going to have everyone stick around, and for the multiple seasons you probably can get 4 seasons, but they only go about 4 seasons or something. I'm trying to think about what's the longest running like 8 episode style like modern series right there. I'm like, I feel like it's only gone about 3 or 4.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
I forget
now Stranger Things, because it's about to be
5. Yeah, it's true. I'm like, well, and I think also maybe The Witcher. I'd have to check that on Netflix. I'm like, they're about although they've switched cast at this point in time.
Oh.
I'm like, Henry Cavill is no longer The Witcher, and I'm so sad for it. Because
Interesting.
because I loved his.
But they're
portrayal
like
then.
playing it off as the same person.
They're playing it off as the same person. I know.
I always
I'm like,
hate
but
when
that's
that
that's
happens.
Why would
contract
they
dispute.
do
Well, I'm
that?
like, that is when an actor has a dispute with the direction of a show, and then they kind of make that separation right there.
That's so strange.
Yeah. I mean, like, I understand
I would
from, like, a
just end it.
story point of view, and you're like, I want to keep going, but the actor doesn't want to do it, so we'll just get someone else to do the same thing. But from an audience perspective, you're like, I don't want to pretend like that's the same guy.
Yeah.
So it's like, kill him off or like have somebody else be like,
Take over.
yeah, like, oh, I'm Superman now, you know?
Yeah, I'm Superman now. I mean, in such a way
Yeah.
that some people do. Like, the idea is when you try to play off a full recast of the same character. I mean, it happens.
Mhm.
It happened in the Marvel universe. Like, Rhodey, like from Iron Man 1 to Iron Man 2, actor switched. Whether you
Yeah.
realized it or not, you like if you go back to watching Iron Man 1, the Iron Man's best friend switched between those two right there, and that's like a major that's a major production company in a modern time where we're kind of like we don't like it when people switch.
Yeah.
And like we now say, hey, when you try to get a different actor to play the same character and try to keep it consistent, I don't like that. I'm like, it'd be better if you brought in a new person than if you try to say that this is the same guy. I'm going, it's not the same guy.
Yeah.
Put a little different makeup on him. Like,
Yeah, they actually did that with the entire cast of Home Alone 4, I think. The entire cast of Home Alone 4 are all different actors, but they all have the same names, and they all reference things from the first two movies as if it was them.
oh
Who
my
did
goodness. I'm like,
I
I
thought
think
it was
I've
just a new family.
So for 3,
3 was new
yeah,
because I've
3
seen
is a
3.
new,
Yeah,
and
3 was a big thing. for my
5
generation.
is a different.
5 is different as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and so is 6. They're all different. They all have different names.
Man, I almost forget about
there were 6.
6. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
6 is
it's
like-
cringy.
I only know about 3.
Oh yeah.
No.
But
Yeah, the other ones, they're more like Disney, like original movies at that point. Like they did not go to theaters nor instant video. It just went straight to.
Yeah.
It was.
DVD. I watched the third one. My grandma has the DVD, so I watched the third one, but past that, I hadn't seen them.
I think I've seen the first 2. I've heard of the third, and I watched the latest one on Disney Plus.
Right, the 6th one.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that
The
one
little
actually has
British
callback because
boy.
it has Buzz from the from the
yeah.
from the first 2 as
Yeah.
like a security guy or whatever. Because technically
He's a
the
police officer.
police officer,
Yeah.
police officer, or security police officer.
Yeah.
Because technically, the kid in that latest one, because we watched it like last Christmas or something like that. Because like, oh, let's just see what these are like.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Kevin, the like guy from 1 and 2, now has a security company, and he makes home security systems
Yeah.
for the thing. So then, literally, he created the security system for the kid that got left there, and then Buzz is going like, "Yeah, this is one of my brother's homes." Whatever. He's probably just
Yeah, he's
messing
like-
with me. Like he's
Yeah.
still messing with me. I'm going, how would your brother like activate a security alarm on someone else's home to mess specifically with you? I'm going like, I don't know, that's petty at that point right there. I'm like going, what did you do to him that he is holding? Like it's a thing when you're holding grudges that long.
Yeah. But it's actually quite jarring, the 4th movie, because the 3rd movie is a different kid, a different family.
Yeah.
But then the 4th, it goes right back to trying to be
the same one.
the
Okay.
same family, but completely different.
Okay, so I'm like, I think I get a little mixed on the 4th and the 5th. Which one is where it's mom and dad are separated,
Yeah,
and he's going to the smart, and it's a smart home.
Yeah, that's the 4th.
That's the 4th one.
believe.
Okay,
That's the one I'm talking about. I
Yeah.
believe it's
and
the
then
4th
what
one.
is the 5th one? I'm
The
like,
5th one is... So I just watched like a recap of all of them.
Wait a second.
So...
I think that one's in like an old smuggler's home or something like
Why?
that. Like,
Don't laugh at me.
Why
Okay.
did you do that?
I don't remember. So he's like a video gamer. And he has like an online
Yeah.
friend who like
Yeah.
gets this like
Who's an adult.
SWAT called on him
Yeah.
because of like misunderstanding. But he's actually just a good guy. But
Yeah.
like I don't remember.
What?
No, yeah, no. So I think I remember it now. You're kind of like you're
Yeah.
putting it back in my head because I did watch all of them at this point in time. So
Yeah.
they move into this old house that has like that an old gangster used to own and had a hidden speakeasy and a vault that like is why someone's trying to break into it.
Yes.
And
yes.
then the kid just moved into it and he just loves playing video games. He has his friend online and then
Yeah, and
I
his
think
sister gets like trapped in like the basement or something.
in that vault
In the vault. Yeah,
in
that's
that
what I
same
thought.
thing, the secret thing, and then he has to try to stop the art thieves before like I don't know they kill the sister or something like that. It's so the fifth one is like an art heist one versus the like fourth one, which is I think it's also a heist of some sort, but it's
It's
Where the
Marv
smart house.
again.
Yeah, it's Marv again, and then the
With
other one
his
is not Marv
girlfriend.
at all. That
Right.
one is it's an old actor that I know very well. Also, like as one of the main evil guys from Mr. Magoo. I know that's a weird reference right there, but
I couldn't tell you.
like I know you would not recognize him. I don't think he's played anything recently other than I guess that movie right there. But and he's a British actor. He's great. I think you'd enjoy him if you knew who he was. But other than that, it's one of those ones. Man, where were we on that one? Squirrel.
Oh yeah, we were just trying to figure
We were
How
fully in the middle of it.
Odd the Home Alone movies are.
Oh, yeah. No, that's anyways, the idea of you're just going from and did you remember what the third one was? Why they were trying to break in for the third one?
Yeah, it was like his RC
Hat.
car. It had like a
Uh-huh.
like a chip in it or like a motherboard for
Yeah.
something.
A military grade like missile guidance ship that would like a chip that would change like the face of the world basically, and this international group had perfectly stolen it from this high-tech thing, and they had a mix-up at the airport. Just a little tiny mix-up of like, oh,
their
I have the
bags
wrong
look the same.
Sabaro bag, and then it's just like
Yeah.
they finally
And he brings it home and he's like, "Oh, I have a car now." And so he plays with it. And then they're like military like
secret
agents.
spies.
Yeah, like
they're all like trained quote unquote killers or something
Yeah.
like that. And in all honesty, if they would have found out who he was immediately, he would have just been iced. Like it's just
Yeah.
like but the fact that nobody knew exactly who he was, they didn't know which house had the car. So then that just kind of led to this. I mean, to be fair, plot point. I mean,
Yeah.
it's there, but it's just nuts. I'm like, it went
Crazy.
from thieves just trying. So like Home Alone 1, everyone's supposed to leave for Christmas or whatever, and then they're just gonna steal stuff from their house while they're gone. I'm like, that's the gist, and then the kid just is defending himself or whatever because he's home alone.
Yeah.
Number 2, he got in the wrong flight, but then he notices the same thieves from a different area altogether head into him, and then he realizes they are going to steal from a toy store that was going to donate to kids for charity, and then he lures them into another house,
Yeah.
which is like a
like his
a
house.
an aunt's house that is renovating,
Yeah.
and so then it's like just decrepit or whatever, and then he's able to do stuff for that, and then it goes from just revenge of these two guys, like this little mini story, to like international save the day.
Yeah. And at the end, the cops are like, "Wow, we've been trying to catch these guys for 7 years, and this kid just caught them in like a couple days."
A
Yeah.
couple of days. I'm going, he's going places.
Yeah.
Or this movie is that ridiculous. I was kind of trying to think. I'm like, okay, did they ever had a chance to actually kill him at any point? And the idea being, I think they didn't have a shot until the last minute when he pulled his gun and he accidentally grabbed the bubble gun or whatever,
Yeah, 'cause they switched
or
it.
he grabbed the dart gun.
Yeah.
Dart gun. Kid had the bubble gun, And then the real Gunny went, "Ooh, trash can." I'm like
Yeah,
going,
he literally just puts it in the trash.
I'm going, that's
The
not
kid.
that's not how you dispose of a weapon. And also, he did
gun in
not
his-
unload the clip.
Use the gun.
Yeah, well, okay, now hold on. I'm like, that's a modern kid. Like that'd be some like crazy new kid movie like eat lead, sir. I'm like,
Yeah.
parents would not have been happy if he would have shot someone.
That's
Let's-
true.
But if they
it
were
would not have been a
breaking
Disney.
into my house, my parents would be fine.
Yes, absolutely. No.
If they
and-
were trying to kill me.
But like
Yes.
in the like movie theaters, like watching
like,
it.
so at the end of the movie, the kid shoots the guy. What? Sorry. I'm like, it's one thing if it's in Die Hard. It's another thing if it's a child in a quote unquote like family movie or whatever. In
Yeah.
the end, just there have been some movies that are like that where it's like a cartoon animated movie of basically of like future wizard things, and then the guy and the ends with a big face off between one and the other. You find out that two of the main people are related, and you would never think of them as being related, and then the other one pulls out a gun out of nowhere. There's been no guns in the entire movie, but he pulls out a gun and shoots the other guy, and then that's the end of the movie.
Whoa.
It's an animated movie. It's called like Wizards, I believe.
That's crazy.
I've not seen the whole thing, but it's been described to me, and I watched a clip, and I'm going like, what fever dream is this? What fever dream?
Wow.
So, think little things for you to watch out. I'm also the movie guy, so that's that is what this episode has been corrupted to.
Oh yeah.
Big discussion.
That happens sometimes. We'll like have a planned topic, but we'll just never go to it.
Oh, I think I've seen that episode or two. Let's go. I'm ready to hear the discussion, and I'm going, okay, all right.
That's
It's
not-
like, oh, so are we ever gonna get there?
I'm like, okay, they're really stuck on this side topic. I like it. That's where you hire a producer, and they're just yelling at you in the back. I'm like,
Well, I mean, if you have to force yourself to talk about something, it's not really gonna be all that natural.
that's very true.
Mhm.
Well, I guess if you had 3-hour episodes, then that'd be like one of those.
That would be a
crazy.
lot.
Yeah, that's whenever you start making big bucks and they want to apparently watch a long form thing, but or you have a paywall where you're like,
Mhm.
would you like an extra 30 minutes of content where we actually talk about the subject,
Right.
or we talk about a hot topic that like everyone wants to hear about, and then it's like,
Yeah.
That would be crazy. We don't even talk about the topic, and we're like, you have to pay
yeah,
if you want to hear about.
genius,
Yeah.
genius, please do that.
I feel like we should do that actually.
I'm like, it's just one of those things. Like, well, you know, I'm like, it's although yeah, you gotta find which platform you'd want to post that on. But that's that's for episode 50 or something like that. Like, little sweet treat. Or you do one of those extended podcasts, like where or like a late night podcast where it's also semi live streamed.
Mhm.
If you've ever seen stuff like that, I'm like, I know my wife who you've had on here has watched one of those for one stream, like I think Rhett and Link or something like that, where they have like the late night like through the paywall thing right there, and then that one's like 3 hours, and but that one's also like very exclusive content that is not like usual YouTube. Hey, okay, they have some other thing they do it through or something.
That would be
Yeah.
really cool to do for like a big like milestone.
That would be a
that we
milestone
hit.
episode. I would not. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
not do it for anything less than a milestone episode.
Right.
So you pick that one, whatever that ends up being, and then that'd be a fun one.
Mhm.
I'd be into watch you guys trying to figure out like
Yeah.
some of
we-
your episodes.
We do actually have a subscribe option, like
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
like
So
you can like pay like us. and-
For
So
extra
hit that
content.
bell, guys. Okay, so don't you forget it. All right, ring the bell and subscribe because we want to get them some money so they can do some crazy stuff on here. All right, if you've already seen their content, do some more. Okay, so there's the.
Thanks. That was
That
very
was the plug. You gotta
enthusiastic. That's
do
great.
the plug.
Yes.
I'm like, wait a second. They can click a button and
Yeah, and start
and
paying
you get
Yes.
more money. Like, why aren't you clicking that button? There is somebody out there that wants to click that button really bad, and they have spare income. They're going like, I'd love to give it to these guys. And like, there you go. I'm like, that's the way you do it.
Yeah.
I think it's actually like $1.
It's 3.
$3.
Is it $3 one time or is it $3 a month?
It's
like a month.
subscription.
It's a
But
subscription.
you'd have to. But we have one thing that we have to put on there right now.
Two things.
Two things to put on there, but that's so far. That's.
So it's
Oh,
like
that
if they
is. Do
subscribe
they
to
get
it,
extra stuff?
it could
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
exclusive
Oh, they
content
get
that no one
exclusive
else gets to
content?
see.
Ooh, we need to
It's
get
not
some
just
juicy
a
exclusive.
donation.
We should do a RPG episode, like a D&D episode or something
Yeah.
like that. That is part of that exclusive content right there.
That would be
And
cool.
then you talk about it on the episode for a hot second, and then you're like going, "Ooh, yeah, you could watch this entire thing if you wanted to." Like, you just gotta subscribe, even if it's just for the month right there. Like,
That would be fun to do, like a D&D campaign, like just
side quest.
like
As an episode.
yeah,
I-
like
that.
a quick one.
I'm
but we'd have
like,
to
okay, I'm
do-
like a quick
Like
one.
a
I'm going a quick
one-shot.
what?
Like a one shot.
A one shot? Yeah. I'm like a one shot still can be a little more than what a standard
Or
episode
it could
is.
be a series.
Right.
That one, I'm like, and I guess it would just be trying to make sure you stay in the time frame because that's the hardest bit of it is like stay.
But also, some things could be cut out, like
Oh,
for like
Oh,
if
it's
it's
true.
like
Editing, the
Yeah.
power of
Yeah.
editing. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
'Cause it's
a
not
lot of the
live.
time we are just like sitting there like waiting for something to happen when we could just cut the waiting part out and it could just be the plot line.
Yep,
yeah,
that is true.
instead of the deciding what to do.
Mhm.
Yep, you just when you're cutting to the other angle, you just literally also cut like 5 minutes worth of.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, get the math right. Okay, check. That is true. That is a lot of those modern day role playing podcasts or whatever is like literally they'll cut that content.
Sorry, my stomach just growled so
So
long.
loud.
It said, "I'm hungry."
So, if you liked our shirts that we were wearing this whole episode, you can buy them and others like them by clicking the link in the description below. Thank you so much to Magic Bean for sponsoring this video. Now back to your scheduled programming. Welcome back to Brain Games, where we play a different brain game each episode. Now, today, our brain game is one of us. Okay, so there's 3 of us today. So, 2 of us.
Yeah, okay.
So, because there's 3 of us, 2 people are going to know the category.
Mhm.
And one person is not going to know. And we have to go in a circle saying one word that fits in the category, and the person who doesn't know has to guess. And everybody knows who doesn't know. Like, it's not like a
Mhm.
imposter game.
Okay.
It's like you just have to guess what it is. So, who wants to guess first?
Oh, okay. I'll guess first. I'm like,
Okay.
I'm the guest. I'll guess.
Oh, yeah. That works. So then we have to think.
Of a category.
Oh, yeah.
You start since you thought of the category.
Okay, my first word is going to be tank top.
Okay.
It's not one word, but the fair.
That's really good.
Okay. I'm going to, again, it's been a minute, so I'm just going to go with Slurpee. I need to know more. Or slushy, whatever you want to call it. Icy.
Ice cream.
You're throwing me through a loop now. That just changed my whole world.
Lightning bugs.
What? Holy buckets. Okay, I need to change my complete attitude towards this entire thing. Holy buckets. Okay. I need to write all these down later. Let's see. And I'm gonna go with heat.
Sunscreen.
I was thinking that.
Well, you can't say it now. You're acting like you have to guess what it is.
Yeah, like, you know the answer. Like, I'm the one. I'm the one who's like
Water.
sunglasses.
Oh, God,
I'm trying to think about how specific you
we're
would
on
have gotten
4,
with this.
right?
Lemonade.
You threw me through another loop, Anna. I about had it.
Okay. Vacation.
Now, how many rounds are we going before I need to make my guess
On the fifth.
on the fifth round?
After we do.
Okay,
our
okay.
fifth.
So I gotta like one more round after this. Okay.
Yeah.
You got fireflies in there. Let's see. Beach.
I was about to say something that I know would make sense to me, but I don't know if it would make sense to anybody
You
else.
just
So
go
I'm-
for it. You've been throwing me off every
Okay,
time, Anna.
okay,
Just
okay, yeah. I'm gonna say baseball.
What fever dream are you guys coming up with? Okay.
Freedom.
Okay. All right. Okay. Is it fireworks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Now you can give your.
What do you think the category was?
Okay. It's well. The question is how specific or how general are we talking right here?
I would say pretty general.
Okay. 4th of July.
Mm,
Oh, I
It's
was either gonna
more-
go. So I was gonna
Yeah.
go with. So here's my layouts here. Okay, so I got summer nights, 4th of July. For a hot second, Lilo and Stitch, because I was just seeing tank top, ice cream, beach,
Oh,
fireflies.
yeah.
I'm like going, okay. And we're like, are we talking about the big guy from Lilo and Stitch that's why I was going like sunglasses on a certain point right there, because you said ice cream. I'm going like, okay, well they're talking about the dude who flops his ice cream in Lilo and Stitch. But then I'm like, but then you threw like lemonade in there. I'm like, why are we saying lemonade? And then when I think of freedom, I'm thinking of like 4th of July or some type of a celebration that has something to do with personally America or something like that, because that's usually my reference. But that's my reference. Freedom could also be I graduated or I'm out of debt. Hooray!
Yeah.
It was actually banking.
Oh my goodness. Beach? Like fireflies? Why fireflies for baking? I don't know. Just tell me how that relates, and then I got it.
Okay.
I'm like, so I'm like, I think you stumped me on that one, but the journey was magical.
You were so close. It was
It's worse that it's that.
summer.
I
Yeah,
was right there. I'm like, oh.
You had it.
No, it was.
Just thinking of the
I'm like
wrong
in my
words.
head it was like summer nights or whatever. I'm like going it's the fireflies made me think it's got to be in the evening or something like that. But sunscreen, everything. I'm like everything was freedom.
Yeah.
Summer is freedom. Absolutely right there.
I think
You-
you got on the 4th of July.
Yeah, no,
and
sorry.
then-
I'm like
yeah.
Aaron was giving me a great thing, but then I got very focused in. I was at it's gonna.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was thinking about like the family fireworks things that are usually by the 4th of July or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, people are in tank tops in those things. Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
we get like all that everything that was described, other than like sand. I'm like that
Yeah.
wouldn't have not gone with it, but I was not thinking at that moment. I was just like, that's so much input. I liked it. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like all the things you said were
Mhm.
on
on
category.
point. Like it,
Yeah.
if you put summer up, these would all be subcategories of summer.
Yes.
But it was that I was getting too specific again. I needed to just
Yeah.
Yeah.
gotta let it be general.
Okay, it's my turn.
Okay, Cayle, you can start.
All right, we're gonna start. Okay, I'm gonna go with. Again, I don't know if we're gonna. I'm like I don't know how much of a tease we want to really be with this, but I'm just gonna start with this. I'm gonna go with bag.
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 Planning.
Bag and planning. The what? Money. Okay.
That was good. I think that all. I think you're doing great. Let's see. Now I know how it feels on the other end, right? Like, throw lemonade in there. No. What? Like it's possible. Let's see. Snacks.
Spontaneous.
Is this like an event?
You can't do
No,
that.
no,
You
no,
have to just
you're
say-
asking for no questions. No questions, just
You
words.
just have to try
You
to-
have to just go for it.
Sorry, I forgot the rules.
Yeah, you forgot the rules to your own game.
Outside.
Inside.
Scenery.
Driving?
Flying.
You can't. Okay.
Is that round 4? So we're on round 5.
What the?
Or are we doing round 4 now?
There's no way we're on round 5.
Okay, we're doing round 4.
There we go. Let's just think of the words you've said so far.
Yeah. Oh, this is kind of 2 words, but I'm going to say anyways. New experience.
You know, it's kind of hard when you're the guesser because you can think of like an overall answer and then you have to think of a word from that because you don't want to just like say your guess.
You don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to say your guess immediately because it's not
Yeah.
time to say your guess. You have to now just try to stay in the category altogether.
Yeah. So you have to do double thinking.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm trying to remember all the words everyone said.
Friends?
Leave.
Real ID.
Right.
That's
right.
callback.
So, do I have to give another word or can I just guess?
I think this is your guess phase.
Yeah, I guess you
Okay.
can just guess. You don't
Is
have
it
to.
vacation? Like trip?
It's close. You just don't.
Okay.
It's a T word.
The T word.
Sorry. It's just I like to give hints. It's the teacher in me.
I don't know. I can think of another
It's
word. that
just-
starts with a T.
Travel.
Oh, travel.
Like,
Okay.
again, similar to how I said summer
Yeah.
nights
Yeah.
and 4th of July, both of those would fall under
Yeah.
travel, vacation, and yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I was getting like, yeah.
Again, all your words still fit.
They
into
fit
the category
perfectly
of
in there.
travel.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm like, we were thinking like, oh, she's got it. Like,
I mean, like, I had it, just like the wrong word. Just like
Mhm.
I mean, you said summer.
Summer.
You
Yeah,
just-
I'm like I had
you
it
were
in
just
the name. I
narrowing it
just didn't
down.
have. I just need to get more general, which is. I think that's the
Same.
big deal. Is like we somehow get too specific. I'm like, no, go a level higher. That's
Yeah. So maybe you can get that.
We might have actually come. We thought of the easiest one, and now we thought of the hardest one.
So let's hope that you got this.
Yeah. So you're getting the harder one. I'm just like, sorry. You're great. You're fantastic.
Yeah, this might be. You added some perfume.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, going, you smell
Yeah, I
good.
also did my laundry.
During that period where you guys were deciding this, I was able to do laundry. I had lunch. I changed outfits. No.
Contract.
Dishes.
Contract and dishes.
This is gonna be.
We're gonna need all 5 rounds to get there. It'll be fine. You're gonna do great.
Computer.
Yeah. Yep. Make it. And this is going. I'm dying. There's no way.
I'm sorry.
No, just keep going. To be fair, I came up with it, so do not blame her. We can play
Okay.
hers after this, just as a bonus round.
Tiring.
That's good. That was a good one. Tough.
That round gave me nothing.
And yep, absolutely, we're under the subject line right there.
Management.
Productive.
Finish.
You accidentally put the game into expert mode. So.
Yeah.
How so?
You invited me on the podcast. And I.
Long.
Yeah.
You might be there.
I'm just saying.
Rewarding.
Tedious.
Annoying.
Economy.
Necessary.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
Okay. The only guesses I have are around just like a 9-to-5 job or a corporate job or some kind of office job.
Okay, you were.
Again, I think it's all you're more specific. If you get generaler than that, what are those all?
Government.
No.
So under a bigger umbrella, I'm like you're getting tighter. You want to get like
Career.
closer because dishes. Yeah, I'm like
So the category
Working.
was work.
work is right there. I'm like it's just work.
You did really good for.
Oh my
how
god!
we were
For all
going.
of your words, I'm going like yep, and then near the last one, I'm going like you got it. I'm like
We started off pretty broad, like
Yeah.
Well,
I
actually,
think-
I would say we started off pretty specific, and then started getting to just
I think
work
because
in general.
I came in thinking it's hard, that's why I got so specific with what the category was.
Yeah. So maybe I'm like I don't know. I'm like it felt like it was hard, but I mean it seemed you flowed into it. So
Yeah, no, that was
it was just coming up with the words on that one. Like finish, work.
Mhm.
You know, work is tedious. Work is annoying. Work is. I'm like we're
Yeah.
all things to describe it. I'm going like yeah. We're
Yeah.
we're vibing. We're there. It's gonna happen.
I do the dishes at my office job all
Yeah,
the
I
time.
mean, well, doing dishes is work, right? They're
Yeah,
just
no,
like
it
chores.
is.
I was gonna say chores in some cases or whatever, because
Yeah.
I was trying to get them away from that. It's just like office or whatever.
Office,
Like
yeah.
it's getting work done. That's why it's
Yeah.
like necessary, and like work is necessary. Sadly,
I was thinking, my first, I said contract, thinking of
Yeah.
a contractor, but
Oh.
also, like you would sign a contract to do
Yeah.
work, but also you could just be someone who makes contracts for people to sign.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
Or making a contract is
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to do a little bonus round because we also came up with that other one real quick and just
No.
see. Okay. Like, I think you'd get it in 2 rounds.
Or a new one.
Oh, you
The
already
other-
have one?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, no.
It was the easy one.
It was
Oh,
easy
sure.
mode, yeah.
Beloved. Erase that.
I'm like, whoa.
Erase that.
You
Erase
need,
that, erase
I'm
that,
gonna
erase that.
after
Very
we're done with this, I'm gonna need you to tell me what
Erase
that's
that,
about.
okay?
I would love to hear that. There is a story behind the word she just chose, and when you find out the subject matter, I am curious.
No. There's a word I want to say,
Mhm.
but I'm afraid that it's too double meaning that
Do it anyways.
Yeah, I'm like this is a speed round. This is
Okay.
like we're
Yes.
he's gonna nail it.
okay. Powerful.
Yeah, radiation.
Superpowers?
He did,
Yeah.
That was one round.
Yeah.
It's just- that's it.
Superheroes, but
Oh,
whatever.
that's true.
Oh,
That's
okay.
true. Yeah. That was me forgetting the actual word right there. Like, you said super. We're good. Yeah, no, it was superheroes. Yeah, no, that one we could have like listed off names, go like,
Yeah.
and then at that point it would have been like superheroes. That's what
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I was just wanting to say like toxic ooze or radiation.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Yeah, we
Then
should
close out.
now let's talk about D&D.
Okay, let's 15 like
Yeah.
a solid couple
15
minutes about.
minutes.
Getting
All
back
right,
into
what
it.
do we want to chat about? What seems on the mind?
Okay,
Well,
so-
I first off want to say I've never played Dungeons and Dragons.
True.
Because our campaign is the
Yes, it's a different Genesis. Yeah. It's a different system. It's got the weird dice right there. For that, D&D like it just uses different dice and the way, like instead of having like your positive and negative dice, you just got that 1d20 basically and like some stat sheets or whatever. And so you're doing more math in that one rather than just kind of trying to add your good and your bad and just figuring out if you have more good than bad. This one is like, did you hit this number? Okay, so then, either you made it or you didn't, or like there's levels where it's like, oh, you only got a 5 or you got a 10, you got a 15, you got a 20, you got 20 plus. Then that is that same vibe that we get in that other one. It just involves more math. And like it's if anything, I consider D&D more math heavy than than the Genesis one that we play, where it's kind of like more. And then also the only time where you get lots of die is usually when you're rolling damage or whatever. Versus every roll we do kind of can be a chunky roll of dice right there. And then we
Right.
have community dice, and then in D&D it's like use your own dice unless you need to, as they say, borrow someone's children, which is their dice or whatever.
Right.
And some people, that's what they call them, is like, oh, can I take your kids to the park or whatever? Like I need 8d8 or whatever. Something like going, okay.
Interesting.
So yeah.
I do have my own set of
Me too.
D&D dice, but I have yet to
Yeah, I've
use
never
them.
used them.
I'm like, I just haven't. I've done it from a player side. I just haven't looked at the other side of it yet.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would be all on that, because the role playing aspect does not matter. All that matters between the two is because role playing is going to be the same. That's what it is. It's just what skills are you using, and then what dice are you rolling. That's the big difference between systems right there. Otherwise, it's still whatever adventure you want to make it. I'd say weirdly enough, D&D is a little more limited on what you, in some things you can do mechanically. Technically, there is a DM or GM, the guy who's running the game, stamp of like, you know what, I'm gonna let this happen or whatever. Like, I want to do this thing. It's like, if it just depends on the person you're playing with, whether they're like going, yes, I want to let you do that thing. Here's what I need you to do for me, and that's That'd be a big thing. So
Just kind of make it up.
yeah,
as you
yeah, a little
go.
bit. Yeah, that's kind of what they do. Is like I get to, if I was running it, I'm like I get to overwrite the rules whenever I feel like it's more fun or like like what kind of game am I trying to run with you guys? Is it
Yeah.
supposed to be a serious game where we're like to the numbers or whatever and we're playing a big chess match with each other? Or is it just a like we're trying to chill out? We're playing a story and we're doing some crazy stuff or whatever, and you're trying to do some little character choices and create a story together. So I'm like, if you're trying to create a story together, I think you can play a little more loosey goosey. If you're like going, now I want you to give me your hardest monster, and I'm gonna and I want you to try to make it as difficult as possible, and I'm gonna overcome it. It's like, okay, all right. Yeah, I'm like, well, we'll see what we can do here. I'm like, oh, you just wanted to tease your brain all night? Great. We'll make a whole bunch of puzzles, and then we're gonna try to put a whole bunch of stakes on it to where most likely you will fail or something like that. It's like, versus like, hey, do you want a little challenge and you want to have like some meaning out of it or something like that, whether that is personal meaning or just like for the story, then it's like, great, let's do that. So
Yeah.
what kind of game would you guys want to play in Dungeons and Dragons?
I think I would want to play like the most classic it could be, like where it's
Okay.
like
For like at least the
the
first.
fairy tale
campaign.
world with like
Yeah.
all the dwarves and wizards and
I'm feeling like you're like
everything,
straight like
and I want to
straight.
go on like an adventure around the world.
Ooh, you want to do like a world adventure. So you're almost wanting to do like a what I'd call like a Lord of the Rings or whatever, where
Yeah.
it's like going like, all right, we start in the Shire and then we get all the way to Mount Doom at the end.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
we go from like chillin' life birthday party to like, holy crap, there's some cloaked guys that are trying to kill us and we're just trying to play a game of hide and seek until we can get to a safe place again or something like
Yeah,
that.
I want there to be like a main goal, obviously. Like,
Yeah.
there's something at this location we're getting to, but I want there to be like the adventure.
You want a journey.
and journey. to get
Yes. Oh, journey. I don't think I've played too many journeys as of yet. I'm like there are mysteries. I've played mysteries where it's like, ooh, we gotta uncover why this is happening or what happened to so and so. But like that, what you're talking about is like, no, there is something we gotta do, and we got and part of doing that is just getting there.
Yeah.
And finding out how we can get there, and then like
And all the obstacles in the way.
yeah,
and
the
all
obstacles in the way of the goal. Oh, and like
and
it's
the character building on the way. And
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
character
there. Oh yeah,
building.
like and the things that happen along the way, because that's where you get your little mini adventures throughout the thing. It's like when you're on a journey, stuff happens.
Yeah.
I'm like a road trip. You guys, have you ever been on a road trip? I'm like, does stuff happen on the way, that you weren't expecting or something
Yeah,
like that?
yeah.
Absolutely. So then
fun.
that's a big deal. Journey. I love that one. Again, that I can think of. I have not played a Journey yet, nor have I, per se, like done a Journey. But that sounds like a very fun
Yeah.
campaign to do.
So
I very much would be intrigued by that one way or the other.
Yeah.
So that is a fun thing right there.
Yeah.
So what do you guys, when you think of D&D, what do you guys, so I know you did classic story right there, but when you think of Dungeons & Dragons, what is your immediate thoughts on it?
Well, that's kind of a difficult question, I feel
Yeah.
like. I mean,
I think it sounds intimidating.
That, and I'm like, I feel like
That's a
that is
good-
something that was in your head
it
right
sounds like so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm someone who hates improv,
Okay.
but I love like acting and storytelling.
there.
and stuff.
Yes.
So it's really hard. I hate when I don't have a script.
Yep.
But there's really no pressure and it's really fine.
Yeah.
But I just get all in my head that this is improv and what I say has to be perfect to my character and so that's why part of the reason at the beginning of our campaign I didn't say any.
I'm like,
We would sit there
if I say the wrong thing, then it's gonna be bad, right?
Pretty much that's what I was thinking, and also I also forgot that I could just say my character says something cool and then move on, because that's the issue with making a character that's cooler than you are. Is you can't exactly
You live up to their expectation.
Yeah, you can't exactly play them if they're witty but you're not witty, so it's like
Yeah, I
How
was
do I-
thinking at the beginning, I was like, maybe me and Anna chose the wrong characters, because mine was the non-verbal,
Yeah.
shy, not knowing what to do, and hers was the I know everything and I'm tough and like brave and outgoing.
bold and like and
Yeah.
and I'll like pick fights with people. I'm like going like, all right, Anna, go pick a fight. No, so
Yeah.
I think in those cases, like when it comes to like that nervousness of improv or something like that, there are thoughts on if you structure your character, because you have those things called like I think similar in our thing where you have like motivations and flaws and goals and like setbacks and stuff like that. If you structure a lot of that out, usually you don't have to think of anything yourself. You just need to read that and go, what would they do? Don't think of like, what should I do? It's what would they, and you just react.
Yeah.
You react to the world you're in. You don't have to. Sometimes you don't have to force a thing. That's like what a bard does, or someone who's very loosey goosey. They're like going, "I'm gonna go steal from them." What? I'm like, what did they do to you? Nothing. I'm gonna go steal from them. Like, or I'm gonna go drink. I'm gonna talk to that guy in the corner, the big ugly like thing that looks like he wants to eat you. Yes, I'm gonna have a conversation with him. Okay. I'm like, to where. So those are people who are proactive in a conversation, and then but you are totally allowed to be reactive, and that I think takes a lot of pressure off you there. And then yes, you absolutely, if you have that nervousness that you're like going, I can't, I have not good, the words do not come out of my mouth the way that it should for my character. So I'm like, can I say something witty? I'm like, and then maybe it goes down to a dice roll at that point. And then that would be where GM kind of goes, all right, so as they come to, then that's where you help someone out at that point in time. I'm like, cause you should, it is a safe environment. And also you don't always have to like role play the entire time. Some sessions kind of get eaten up by table talk or something like that. Like, that's the hard bit right there, is when you're like, you're dealing with people that don't want to play the game right now, and I really want to play the game. Like, and the guy who's like running it is like trying to describe something very important for like the scenery or something like that you're like going like, but I want to find out what's going on here, and everyone's like, so yeah, like it's been a great week, and like they're just full chat. And like that happens when you have a mixed group of people and everyone enjoys each other's company.
I definitely know that like feeling. Someone's a little bit more into it than everybody else is, so then it's like, I understand, but I just really want to do this.
Yep. And so but again, you just know you're there for community, and then it's better to have pre-talks if you can, as at least as a general rule of like, hey, what kind of thing are we doing here? Is everything like, and you want to, if you can, try to get a pre-check on content or anything like that, because just to make sure that nothing's gonna like shake anybody right there. I'm like, and I don't always do that, but it's like, but you should, because that way then we don't ever have a subject matter that like that actually like personally, I'm like, it's not happened yet, but like, it's one of those things where you want to be aware, especially when you're with people that maybe you don't know as well, and you're playing like with people that maybe you know more in passing, and you're like going, let's try this fun thing together. And then you find out things more about them that you did not know. You're going like, oh, okay. Okay, like that's new. Like, but that's also kind of what D&D ends up doing, is it builds community and a little bit of a bridge right there through this little gameplay right there.
Yeah, I love the idea of it.
Yeah,
and I like when we play. Yeah, and I think that I've gotten a little bit better at the role play aspect, because I mean I really want to, so I'm like hoping that I can be more like, I don't know, less scared of doing it.
It's comfortability in both your character, because that's a new skin for you, is like your character in the role play is not you specifically. You've grown up with you your entire life. Like, so you don't know them as well, and then trying to interact in a new setting, it's a little weird. Like, have you ever been to a new school or a new venue where it's all new people, and you're like going, how am I supposed to do this?
Yeah.
Like, it's nervous. It takes time and getting comfortable. So you go at your own pace, and you just breathe and you go, and then then it will flow eventually. I'm like, it always some people obviously take to it a little differently, but those, are extroverts that are just like, I'm good in every situation. Throw me in. But then it's like sometimes it takes a little more of like, dip your toe in the water. Now I got my foot. Now I got my ankle and stuff like that. And some people will jump straight in. So I think you just you start with your toe and you kind of go further from there. So
yeah.
I think that's the way to get it done and it'd be less crazy. And I think intimidation overall, like for doing stuff like that, you just need to find the right people you want to do it with that can play it the way that I don't know that works best with your like just coming in, because obviously sometimes it can be nerve-wracking or something like that, and you just need to make sure you're with the right person that can kind of like take that journey with you and hold the hand, or just kind of like stand there and like, hey, no, let's take a moment, because some people have their way that they want to do things and they got it in their head, and then if you try to do it, then it can go a little crazy. Yeah. So I definitely say find the right people you want to do it with, and I think you'll find it more comfortable right there. And the system, you'll get that. I'm like, it's a system's just another system. You've learned one, you can learn another. It's not it may take a second, it might be a little nerve-wracking just because of certain things, but I'm like, as long as you have someone who can explain things, and maybe if you have some people who have done it before that can kind of be there with you, that's not it's not bad to have some people who've already done something before, because then it kind of gives you that they can help a little bit more, and it's not just like you feel like the person who's running the game is having to tell you every time or something like that, and there's someone on your side where it's sometimes it can feel adversarial, and so it's like going, I don't want to talk to you about this. I'm going, hey, we're telling the same story, but I'm like, it's sometimes good to have someone on the other side of the screen with you. So.
Yeah, learning a new game is so hard.
Yeah.
And also, I have this Avatar RPG.
Yeah.
Which I've been trying to learn it, but it's so intimidating to read the whole like booklet and all the instructions, that it's so intimidating that it doesn't make sense, because I'm thinking about how it won't make sense, so it doesn't, and so I'm reading it and I'm like, I just can't put this information in my brain. So that's...
I think in some cases it's like, I know when I first started with the system that we played with, I'm like, I tried to read as much as I could, but I could not get through the whole thing. They usually tell you read the whole book and then read it twice or something like that, and take notes or something like that, and I read what I have to, and I'm like, I'm not a true reader like some people are.
So did you just jump in and then figure it out?
A little bit, yeah. I'm like, that's like you learn the basics, and then when you don't know, you take a second, and it may take a second for something, and you just check it real quick, or you make a split decision, and then maybe as you're reading it, you go, ooh, I did that wrong. I'm like, but do I like mine better? Like,
True.
then that's called a homebrew or a home rule or something like that, where you kind of like going, okay, well, we're a little off right there, but don't let the system stop you from having fun. I think that's the big thing that you're wanting to do, is you're wanting to have fun and tell a story like your stuff right there. If you kind of get the general concept, that's all you need.
There was one time where that reminds me of I was at my grandma's house and my cousins were there, and she gave us a board game. And we either didn't see the instructions or we didn't read them. But we just made up the rules to the game, and we were like, this is how you play now. So I couldn't tell you now, but
exactly.
I mean, we got through the whole game, and I mean,
if you all agreed upon it, like you said, like, this is how you do this. This is what we're trying to do. Yeah. Okay, here we go. I'm like, and you just didn't write them down, but I'm like, that anyone can do that with any board game. In all honesty, you could throw a whole bunch of board games on the floor and say, all right, make a game. I'm like, okay, yeah. I'm like, actually, as long as you all agree with it.
We should do that.
That's an episode right there. I'm like, I'm gonna get you a whole bunch of board game pieces and like, all right, I need you to make a game.
Yeah. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, that's actually kind of a fun
Yeah,
idea.
that's a good creativity thing right there. And then just coming up with common rules. And the idea is it fun? That's your ultimate goal right there. Unless it's supposed to be educational, and then it's like, ugh. Like,
Right.
did you learn addition? It's like, did you learn about personal finances or how to crush your enemies in real estate?
I tried to make a math game one time in school. Like, it was like a school project.
Oh, it's a school project, yeah.
That I made a math game, but I wasn't good at math, so
I never win at my own game.
yeah, I had to make the smartest kid. The smartest kid in the school was in my team, so
Nice.
Wow.
yeah. So he did all the math, and I just drew the pictures and cut out the pieces and stuff like that.
The part he did not want to do.
Yeah,
I'm like that.
worked out.
That is honestly the best thing you can do in life, in role playing, in anything. Right there is when you get a team or create a team, you find those that help fit the need that you need, because you're not everything. There's always a piece that the part of you that does not do as well as others can, or just so it's the part of you that's quote unquote missing, or something like that.
Yeah.
And you hire or you find or you build that team that fills that gap right there, and then you're stronger together. I'm like, that's also how you like pick partners or something like that. I'm like, do you want to make sure that you have some commonality, but also they should have some strengths that maybe you are a little weak in, and then that means, and you might have some strengths that they're weak in, and then that makes you stronger together. And so as in teams, you definitely want that. You want to fill in all your gaps. Like in D&D, you want to make sure there's someone who's good at stealing stuff, someone who's good at talking, someone who's good at fighting, someone who's good at doing magic, and then that will or shooting things from far away, and that will give you. That'll make sure you don't die as quickly. Versus if everyone is a fighter, then it's like going, as soon as you need to talk, and there's a bigger guy that if you don't talk to him, he will just crush all your fighters. I'm like going, well, then like you're kind of like, if you need to steal something and you're just all wearing clanky little armor right there, and you're not good at stealing stuff, like, oh, I got caught. Also, I'm like, so you want to make sure you always have diversity. Diversity is a good thing right there. Like, it's a good mix.
Well, that is all we are going to talk about today. So thank you for coming on and talking D&D and all the other things.
All the random conversations.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure. I love being on, guys. Thanks for
great.
having me.
Yeah, and that's it. So
And that's it.
Sweet.
thank you so much for watching or listening or whatever it is you're doing. And we'll catch you next week. So, thank you.
Beep.
Thank you.